We live? It says that we're live. So I guess we're live. Hey, what's up, you guys? Film Fan 0599 here again. We're here. It's time for the 500 subscriber live Q&A. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to answer your questions and shenanigans. Basically, that's what we're here to do here on this live Q&A, and it should be a lot of fun. I got tons of fun questions for this extraordinary event. So hopefully you guys enjoy this and have a good time with it as much as I will have a good time with it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this and it's a pretty good time. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. So let's see. We got some people in the live chat right now. We got MC Deadpool, we got Victor, we got Andrew, we got Jerome, we got Alkinson Super. Everyone's here. All right. So we got some people in the live chat right now. And yeah, this should be a lot of fun. This shall be great. I want to say this real quick. I'm going to mostly be taking questions from the video, from the thank you for 500 subscribers video, but that does not mean I will not take questions from the live chat. If I get through all these questions in not necessarily a quick amount of time, but if I want to answer some more questions, maybe we can do some in the live chat as well. So, but I will be looking at the live chat throughout this. So I got it on my phone right here. And I got the questions from the video on my iPad. I'm multitasking here. So yeah, so let's do this. All right, let's get right into the Q&A. Let's not waste any more time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so first question we got here is from a good subscriber of mine. He's been here since like basically the dawn of my channel. His name used to be Justin's Movie / Games, but he is now Metal Horror Pack. That's his name now. And he asked, what is your favorite gaming controller for a console? I've always enjoyed the PlayStation controllers a lot more. I think the controllers for the PlayStation systems are always the best for me. I really like how they fit in your hand, how you grasp them and whatever. And they just really work well. Not saying the Xbox controllers don't, because I really like the Xbox controllers as well, mainly for the 360. The 360 controllers were the best for those games and whatever, and also the GameCube controller. The GameCube controller is really good. I really like the GameCube controller a lot. That's a very underrated controller, if you ask me, is the GameCube controller. That's a really cool one, too. The Wii remotes are pretty cool, too. Just fits right in your hand and stuff like that. So, yeah, probably go with any of the PlayStation controllers. That would be mine for favorite gaming controllers. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here, Jackson, the legend himself. You know what, Jackson? Since you are here right now, let's answer your questions next. Oh, boy. Let's do this. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to this. All right. So, Jackson, these next 5 questions come from the legend himself, the memester, the memest of legends himself, Mr. Jackson Fulcher. This man is a legend amongst us all. He is a god amongst us all. This bastard is beautiful. He is. He's amazing at everything he does. He's just an incredible human being. So, now we're about to answer his questions. So this should be great. So here we go. You all ready for this? Because these are probably, this and another batch of questions are probably my favorite questions of this entire thing. Let's go. All right. So question 1 is how come you don't have the same hair as me anymore? Well, Jackson, it's a little thing called a haircut. Got this trimmed, and my hair is not super emo anymore, as as Caden would say. But it's nice and short, nice and short and whatever. It's nice and precise and whatever, and it's great. So yeah, that's why, Jackson. Sorry to break your heart on that. Okay, between Planet of the Apes and The Shape of Water, which one failed to be most which failed the most to be as glorious as the Emoji Movie? Oh man, the Emoji Movie. Who? Which one failed the most to be as glorious as the Emoji Movie? Which one? I'll say Planet of the Apes, I guess, failed to be the more glorious than the Emoji Movie, the greatest movie ever made. Not like it's terrible at all, and has terrible characters, and not so great animation for the most part. No, not like it's a terrible movie yet. No, greatest movie of all time. 6 out of 5, 5 out of 7, A++. The greatest movie ever made. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. So that'd be my answer to that. Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh Jesus. What is your favorite meme, or who's your favorite meme legend? What's my favorite meme of all time? That's tough. That's tough. That is tough, really. Was the best meme of all time? That is really tough, actually, because there are some great memes. There really is. The internet provides us with some great memes. I mean, Steve Harvey can be considered a meme legend because, almost everything this man does nowadays is a meme, but it can be considered one. But I guess my favorite meme of all time probably was when as cruel as this is going to sound, when Harambe died. Like, that was like, whenever anybody made those jokes of like Harambe, like, and stuff like that, it was like some of the funniest things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, what happened with the gorilla is tragic and all, but the crap that these people made out of with it was amazing. And like praising him as a god and whatever, it was the funniest thing possible. I guess he's also my favorite meme legend, I guess, as well. So yeah, so I guess I go with that for in terms of meme legends. SpongeBob is a pretty huge meme lesson. Oh boy. So yeah, I guess I'll go with that for favorite memes of all time. And SpongeBob's another one where you could just, I don't know why, for anything with that show, you could just make a meme out of. I don't know why, but it's just, it happens with that show, apparently. All right, question number 4. What's your favorite show you've done with me? Probably our anticipated video. That was pretty fun to do. That was great. I had a blast with that. Especially when we talked about the New Mutants, which isn't even coming out in 2018 anymore. Got pushed back to 2019. But yeah, that'd probably be my favorite video that we've done together. That was a lot of fun. I had a blast doing that. That was great. We had some meme-worthy stuff, if you will. And that. So yeah, I would go with that for our favorite show that we've done together so far, because that was great. I had a blast with that. Oh, let me see. My favorite part was when we talked about Peter Rabbit. Oh yeah, of course. That's gonna be the movie of the year. Peter Rabbit. Absolutely. I'm looking at the live chat. Oh my god. Memes. I'm getting too old for this. Oh boy. But yeah, I guess I'll go with that one because that one was great. That was a lot of fun. Also, the Q&As we've done were pretty cool too when I came on your channel for those. Those were pretty fun as well. All right, last question. Last question from our favorite memester himself, Jackson Fulcher. Between me and Nate Plouffe, who's more like Michael Scott from The Office? Honestly, sir, me. I am more like Michael Scott than the both of you. Let's be for real on this crap. Let's be for real. But I guess if I had to pick between the two of you, I'd say you. Honestly, you're probably more like Michael Scott. Well, you're more like, here's the thing. I'm Michael Scott, you're Jim, and Nate is Dwight. That is the situation. I am Michael, you are Jim, and Nate is Dwight. That's exactly how it will go in The Office. And who can be Pam? I guess Gary can be Pam and Drag. I guess we could do that. I guess we could do that. I guess we could do that. I don't know. Yeah. Or I could just I guess we could do that. We could do just imagine that. Like, it's The Office, the remake. It's me as Michael, Jackson as Jim, Nate as Nate as Dwight, and Gary as Pam and Drag. That'd be great. And yes, MC Deadpool is Creed. That's perfect. Jerome, let's see. Jerome can be Stanley. Even though he's not black, he could be Stanley. Yeah, I guess that's how it would go down in The Office. So, yeah. Who am I? Andrew can be. He could be. Oh, what's his face? Who's the one that Stanley yelled at because he was trying to hit on his daughter or whatever? That's who you would be. It's like, well, I could say. But yeah, that's who he'd be in The Office. Who am I? You can be. Who can you be? You can be James Spader's character. That's who you can be. Yes, he can be Ryan. Yes, Andrew is Ryan, and Victor is the Lizard King. That's who he is. So there we go. That's who we are as The Office. That's who it is in The Office. That's who we are as yes, you could be Gabe. Yes, this is who we are in The Office together. As one. So yeah. That's who we would be in The Office. Or I could, or for Pam, I could just make my friend Claire be Pam. Maybe I could do that. That could be cool. Or I could just do that. Either that, or we get Gary to dress in drag. Either but one of those two. I either get my friend Claire to do it, or we get Gary to just come in and dressing drag. That's what we do. We either do one of those two things for Pam. So yeah. So that's us as The Office, I guess, in a nutshell. So yeah, that'd be cool. So yeah. All right. So those are the questions from the memester himself, Jackson Fulcher. Thank you for the questions, buddy. I appreciate it. And yeah, this was cool. All right, so I don't know if he's still in the chat, but Alkinson Super. He asked us some questions. So, yeah, we're going to do him next. He asked a total of 10 questions, so this should be fun. And seems like he's got some good one for got some good questions for us here on the show. All right. All right. So, you guys ready? All right. So, here we go. thanks for having me. All right. So, let's do this. All right, so he is here. So, buddy, these are your 10 questions. We're about to answer them right here, right now. All right, question number 1. Would you ever consider doing a sequel to your top 10 actors list with your top 10 actresses? Yes, I do. I am trying to plan on doing that for this year for my top 10 favorite actresses of all time. I'm trying to plan that for this year, trying to do it in July, just like I did with the video with last year for top 10 favorite actors. I'm just trying to still think of the list. I got a good portion of who I want to put on the list, but I don't know who exactly I would put in order from like 10 through 1. So, so yeah, hopefully, Cough, are you getting a physical? Nope, not today. So yeah, I will definitely do that video in the future, and yeah, hopefully that's gonna be something cool that we do in the future. So yeah. I would definitely do top 10 favorite actresses in the future. So that would be pretty cool. Yes, number 1. Yes, I guess that would be number 1. No, not really. So yeah. Okay. Question number 2 now. What's your favorite R-rated comedy? Probably The Big Lebowski. That'd probably be it. That's probably my all-time favorite R-rated comedy. That movie is just genius in every sense of the word. I still think it's the Coen Brothers' best movie. It's such a phenomenal film. Like, not just with its cult status and whatever. It's funny. Like, it really is, and it's so clever with with its wit, its humor, its characters are great. Like, I love Jeff Bridges as Jeff the Dude Lebowski. He's great. I really love him in the movie. He's so like chilled back and chillaxed and laid back. It's amazing, and he just doesn't want to get in this situation. Everybody just keeps on throwing him into this situation, and it's great. Also, John Goodman. John Goodman is great as Walter. I love him in the movie. Donnie Shabbos is the Jewish holiday. I don't start the car. I don't turn on the oven. I sure as shit don't. Yes, and it's great. I love it. He's fantastic in the movie. This is what happens. Oh man, but he's great. I love him in the movie. Steve Buscemi's great. It's great seeing Philip Seymour Hoffman in the movie. Julianne Moore is great in the film as well. So yeah, overall, it's a phenomenal movie. If you have never seen The Big Lebowski, you need to see it. It's a fantastic comedy. It really is. It's honestly my favorite R-rated comedy of all time. Probably second place would be maybe the 40-Year-Old Virgin, maybe. That would maybe be in second place. Either that or Superbad, because those two movies are great. So, yeah, but my definite number one is The Big Lebowski. That movie is just too great. Well, it's just, yes, it does get better with each feeling. It really does. Yes, all the quotes. I love it. Oh, man. So, yeah, that would be it. Where's the money, Lebowski? Yes. And he dunks him in the... I think you may need to put me in there again. Let me try again. Like, he puts him back into the toilet. Yes. All right. Number 3. Is there any superhero you think has gotten too much exposure? I think as much as he is one of my favorite superheroes of all time, he's literally in my top 5. I feel like people... I don't want to say overrate, but kind of just hype Batman up a little bit too much. Like, listen, I love Batman. Batman is in my top 5 favorite superheroes of all time. I love him a lot. He's a very fantastic character. Arguably has the best arrangement of villains in comic book history, and he's just a great hero overall. But the way that people talk about him and describe him it just gets annoying. Like, his fan base, he has the most annoying fan base out of any superhero possible, honestly. I can't stand also his fan base. That's not the reason why I'm saying he's a little bit too overexposed or anything, but it's just his fan base can be a little bit too much. Like, they're like, oh, Batman can win at anything. Batman can beat anybody. He could do this, he can do that. I'm like, he's not indestructible. Like, he has his weaknesses. It's just, I feel like people can sometimes just overhype Batman a little bit too much, if you ask me, for my taste. Like I said, I still love him as a hero. That's not taking nothing away from him as a hero. He's a great character. He has great villains, like I said. His movies are still the best superhero movies ever. And his video games are still the best superhero games ever. So, yeah, just the character is great overall. I just feel like a lot of people just kind of overhype him a little bit too much. And it just kind of gets annoying a little bit. So, yeah, that's what I would go with for that answer. Now, let's look at the live chat. What do you think about all the crappy Christian Bale? Well, I mean, I could be one of them, too. Like, where is she? Where's the Joker? I'm not wearing hockey pads. Like, see, that's pretty crappy, if you ask me. Yeah, I mean, I think I never really got mad about the whole thing with, like, Christian Bale's voice as a Batman. It was fine. It was just, I mean, what else was he going to do for a voice, to disguise himself and not make him seem like he was Bruce Wayne? I mean, it could just be like George Clooney and be like, hi, Freeze, I'm Batman. Just You know, so I'd rather much him do like this type of voice than do whatever the hell George Clooney did. So, yeah. All right. So, question 4. What do you think about Clint Eastwood? He's one of my favorite actors of all time. Clint Eastwood is not only a great actor, but a great director as well. He is fantastic. I love Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is an incredible actor. He really is. He's an incredible actor, incredible director. Stuff from, like, of course, the Money trilogy, Unforgiven, Gran Torino. Just the dude has made many great movies and has starred in many great movies. He's truly a legend in my eyes. He really is. He's a phenomenal phenomenal actor. He really is. He's very gifted. Like I said, he's got a gift for both directing and acting. So that's pretty good if you ask me. So yeah, Clint Eastwood, phenomenal. He's awesome. He's awesome. He does really fantastic. Oh yeah, Dirty Harry, of course. How could I forget Dirty Harry? He's great in those two. And yeah, fantastic actor and director. So yeah, that's what I think about Clint Eastwood. Let's see. Number 5. Okay. Number 5. Have you ever seen the glorious masterpiece, the Star Wars Holiday Special? Yes, I have seen the Star Wars Holiday Special, and yeah, that was bad. I did a whole it's one of my favorite videos I think I've ever been a part of. It might be my favorite video I've ever been a part of, honestly. It's when me and Nate, Stupid Beagle Reviews, we did a collab review on the Star Wars Holiday Special. And it's one of my favorite videos I've ever done. Not just on my channel, but just in general. It's one of the best videos I've ever done. It was so much fun. We basically just teared apart the movie and showed how terribly awful the Holiday Special really is. It was amazing. It was like one of the greatest things I've ever been a part of. It was phenomenal in every way. So yeah, but the Holiday Special as a whole, it's pretty terrible. It's an awful Holiday Special. Yes, Nervous Nate himself. And the Holiday Special is just god-awful. I hate it. It's the second worst thing associated with Star Wars. What is the worst thing associated with Star Wars? Attack of the Clones. So, yeah, that's my take on the Holiday Special. Pretty god-awful. All right, what's next? Are you a vegetarian? If not, would you consider it? No, let's see. I really, no, honestly. I've got no problem with anybody that's a vegetarian. If you're a vegetarian, more power to you. Some people just don't like meat. It's just as possible, just like with anything. But no, I like meat really too much. I like meat too much in order to give it up. Hell, I had burgers just about almost an hour ago, honestly. So it's just, no, I really wouldn't give up eating meat. I like my meat. I think it's delicious. It's great, honestly. So yeah, no, I think I never really would consider being a vegan. Like I said, I like meat way too much in order to give it up. So yeah, that would be that's my answer to that. But like I said, I got no problem with anybody if they're a vegan, more power to them. I've got no problem with you being a vegan. I really don't. So yeah. But me personally, I would not. So yeah. All right. Question 7. Say something positive about a director or actor you hate. I guess Michael Bay's made some good movies in the past. Like he can make some good movies like The Rock or 13 Hours or the original Bad Boys. He's made some good movies. So yeah, there's something positive about a director or actor I hate. So yeah. Okay. All right. So 8. Thoughts on Daniel Day-Lewis retiring from acting? The dude's an amazing actor. There's no question about it. Daniel Day-Lewis is arguably one of the greatest like actors to ever live. Like he really is. He's a phenomenal director. Phenomenal actor. He's amazing. He really is. I love him as an actor. He's fantastic. He really is. Like I really do think he really knows how to command a screen. Look at There Will Be Blood, Lincoln. Just perfect examples of how this man commands a presence on screen. He really does. He knows how to compel emotion and really know how to compel you with his presence on screen. He's just a guy that knows how to do that. And he's a phenomenal actor. So, if he decides, he's probably like, what is there left to prove from me? I proved what I need to prove already to many people in the past. So what is there left for me to prove? It's kind of like I see it as that. And, I hope he has a good life when he retires, kind of just, no longer act and stuff like that. Hopefully, he just lays low and just, kind of takes a nice little break from acting and, just has a good life without acting. So, yeah, and also I hear he's great in Phantom Thread, which I ain't surprised about at all. So hopefully I maybe can see that movie at some point. I would see it just for him, honestly, because he's such a great actor and everything. So, yeah, and also it's Paul Thomas Anderson directing it. So, yeah, he was amazing in Lincoln. Yes, he was. I drink the milkshake. I drink it up. Yes, great scene from that movie. Number 9. Will Jennifer Lawrence ever redeem in your eyes after Mother? Yeah, just because you give one god-awful performance in the movie. Well, this is the second time she's done that. But if you give a god-awful performance in a movie, not every movie you're gonna make is gonna be stellar and everything. Yeah, definitely. She's got that Red Sparrow movie coming out. I think that's what the name of that movie is. And that looks pretty interesting. So hopefully, maybe she's good in that. So, yeah, I could definitely see it. Yeah, I definitely could see herself redeeming in my eyes with future projects and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, last question from our boy here. Do you think her life could make for a good TV show? No, not at all. My life is boring as hell. All I do is watch movies, make videos, listen to music, eat, and that's it. That's all I do with my life. I also take a shower too, but I'm pretty sure no one wants to see me take a shower. So, yeah, that's basically all I do with my life. It would probably be the most boring TV show of all time. It would be canceled within a week. Actually, within the first episode, it would be canceled. So, yeah. No, my life would not make a very interesting show, like, at all. Like, not in the slightest. Seriously, it would be the most boring dang TV show of all time. So, yeah. And that's it. That's Alkerson Super's questions. Thank you for the questions, buddy. I appreciate it. And, yeah, we had some good questions in there. Gatorade's good. All right. Oh, excuse me. God. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Those are your questions. Like I said, thank you again, buddy. Really appreciate the question. So yeah, those were great. All right. Who's next? Who we got next? All right. Looking through the questions here. Let's see. Who are we gonna do next? Let's do this guy next. Let's do Kai's Reviews. Very new subscriber of mine. I have recently oh, there's Mr. Garrison in the oh, there he is. Oh God. Oh boy. That's amazing. He's here. All right. So Kai's Reviews. This is the guy that I recently discovered. I discovered him on Twitter because he liked Nine Inch Nails, and I immediately followed him because of that. And we've been pretty good from then on, I would say. So yeah, and he asked if he would if I could ask him questions on his Q&A. I was like, sure, and I did. And I asked him if he could ask questions on my Q&A, and he did. I'm about to answer them right now. So here we go. He asked a total of 4 questions. Let's do this. First off, how did you get into Nine Inch Nails? Well, how I got into Nine Inch Nails was, I remember this clearly. When that movie Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters came out, not the movie, the trailer. When the trailer came out, I remember this. It was, I heard the song, The Wretched. Great song by them. I heard that in the trailer for the movie, and I immediately was like, "Was the song?" I have to look it up. So I tried looking for it on the YouTube, like, what is the song that? And I couldn't find it until one website I remember, was like, "Oh, The Wretched" by Nine Inch Nails. And I looked up the song. And I loved it. I loved the song. It blew my mind. I absolutely loved that song, "The Wretched" by Nine Inch Nails. It was a great song by them, and that's how I got into them. Like, I loved it. And then from then on, I just got into their music. I heard Dead Souls on the Crow soundtrack. I love that. Their cover of Joy Division's Dead Souls, which it's probably my favorite cover of all time. I love that song a lot. And they just became one of my favorite bands of all time. They're just a band I listen to a lot, and they're just incredible. Trent Reznor is probably my favorite frontman of all time. I don't think there's ever really a frontman that commands a stage like him. He commands it, and his vocal work is fantastic. If you ever need any proof of how amazing his vocal work is, you listen to the song "Hurt." Just plain and simple. So yeah, that's how I got into Nine Inch Nails. So there's the story right there. Yeah, it's some good. Yeah. All right. So what's next? Which movie do you feel could be remade well? I don't know. Which movie do I think they could do a better job with? That wasn't so good the first time, but it could be done better. I don't really know, honestly. Like, what's a movie that really I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what is a movie that was not that great, but could definitely work as a remake? I'm trying to think there. I remember maybe if they give I mean, if they try to remake The Haunting again, maybe they give that another shot. Like, because the last remake that they did of it, was pretty awful. Maybe try to give that another shot, maybe, or just leave it be. But Dredd, I know Dredd really worked. That was a movie that, the original was not good at all. So they decided to remake it, and it was awesome, but nobody saw it because the movie-going audience. But I still think more people should see that movie. That's like one of the best comic book movies of this entire decade. It really is. It's an amazing movie. If you've never seen it, definitely see it. Oh, thank you, Victor. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, but I think that's in the works. James Wan is in the works with that. So yeah. That's gonna be cool. Hopefully that's really fantastic. I really want that movie to be really good because Mortal Kombat's my favorite video game fighting franchise of all time. And and the movies we got weren't the best of them, especially Annihilation. So hopefully those can be good. If you were to write an autobiography, what would it be like? I don't know, really. I still got my life ahead of me. I guess if I worked, because my life's not that interesting. It really isn't. Like, nobody really wants to hear about my life right now. Who wants to hear about a guy that just sits around and does really not all that much, honestly? Nobody. Like, that'd be pretty boring if you ask me. But I guess I could talk about, like, my early days and all that stuff. But let's give a few more years and let's see if some things start actually happening. Maybe we could write something interesting out of it. And last one, favorite Edgar Wright movie. For me, that is Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is an amazing movie. Still my all-time favorite zombie film. It's just a perfect movie. It really is. The comedy is fantastic in it. The horror element is great in the movie as well. I really do love it a lot. It's a fantastic horror movie. It's probably my favorite horror comedy of all time. If you've never seen Shaun of the Dead, you need to do yourself a favor and watch it. It's an amazing horror comedy. I love Shaun of the Dead a lot. But Hot Fuzz, Baby Driver, of course. All of his movies are great. I love every single one of them. There's not a single bad movie in his discography so far. Filmography, not discography, filmography. So far, in my opinion, like all of his movies are incredible. I really do love all of his movies. So yeah, but if I had to rank them, I'll even rank them right now. Probably last place would be The World's End. Still a great movie. Probably be Scott Pilgrim versus the World, then Baby Driver, then Hot Fuzz, then Hot Fuzz. This is not The Killers. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Hot Fuzz, and then Shaun of the Dead. That'd be my ranking of those movies. So yeah, that's my favorite Edgar Wright movie. Shaun of the Dead. So yeah, I better take a drink. Goddamn. Holy crap. Jesus Lord. All right. Okay, now that was Kai Reviews questions. Thank you for the questions, buddy. I appreciate those questions a lot. All right. Victor, if you're still in the live chat, we're gonna do your questions next. So Victor, hopefully you enjoy those questions. Yeah, your questions are next, buddy. So let's do them. Let's get right into it. All right, here we go. So he asked a total of 17 questions. All right, so let's do this. You ready? All right, buddy. All right, so all right, let's do it. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Victor, your questions are next, sir. All right. First question from Victor is favorite Marvel TV series. It could be from Netflix, ABC, or FX. So it doesn't matter who it's by. It doesn't matter who has done the show. Favorite Marvel TV series, easily for me, it is The Punisher. I know it's very recent, but you know, I don't care. It's the best show they've ever done. Like it really is, because of the character of Frank Castle and what he did, what Jon Bernthal did. If anybody doesn't know, The Punisher is my all-time favorite comic book character. So the fact that we got to see him finally brought to life in the way that he was supposed to was amazing. I loved seeing that from start to finish. And I thought the whole series from start to finish was great. Honestly, there was never a time I really didn't like the series. I loved it all the way through. It was fantastic. I really did love Marvel's The Punisher a lot. It was a fantastic series, and you know, it was amazing. It was emotional, had some great action. It really, honestly, truly was great. I really did love it a lot, and you know, it certainly was their best show, and you know, but also Daredevil's great as well. I love Daredevil as well. That's a fantastic show. That'd probably be in second place. I heard Legion's great. I haven't checked out Legion yet, but I want to see that show at some point, hopefully in the near future. Maybe I'll try to watch it before season 2 comes along, because that's not coming out until April, so I got like 2 more months until then, basically. So yeah, but Jessica Jones is really good. I really loved Iron Fist, unlike a lot of people. I thought the Defenders were great. So yeah, a lot of the shows that Marvel has done have been fantastic, if you ask me, and whatever. So yeah, but without question, my favorite is The Punisher. So yeah. 2, favorite Tarantino movie. Pulp Fiction, as cliched as it is. Pulp Fiction. Seriously, Pulp Fiction is an amazing movie. It really is, from start to finish, and how they just tie in all these stories together is great. Like, I really love seeing these different stories and how they somewhat tie in together. My favorite story is involving John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. When we get to them, it's fantastic, and it's an amazing movie. It probably has the best script ever written, honestly, in any film. Like, the script is amazing with that movie. I love the screenplay with Pulp Fiction. It is fantastic. So, yeah, I will see Django. Don't worry, boy. I will see Django at some point. Don't you quit yelling at me. Yeah. Also, I love both the Kill Bill movies. Those are great. I love the Hateful Eight. So, yeah, there's still a couple I've got to see, but for the most, Inglourious Basterds is good, not fantastic, not like one of my favorites or anything, but I will say with ease, it's Pulp Fiction. So yeah, that'd be mine. Yes, indeed, Victor. All right. Question number 3. If Toy Story, if you could replace Toy Story as your favorite movie, what would it be? If I could replace Toy Story as your favorite movie, what would it be? I would go with The Empire Strikes Back. I also own it on Blu-ray. I don't know if that's supposed to be a reference to Brett but yeah, I would definitely say The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back is an amazing movie. It's definitely the best Star Wars film, without question. Just everything about that movie is fantastic. I love that movie just about as much as I do Toy Story, honestly. It's literally The Empire Strikes Back. It's my second favorite film of all time. So yeah, if there was ever one movie to ever replace Toy Story as my favorite movie, The Empire Strikes Back. And I'm not gonna lie, there's been times where it has almost replaced Toy Story as my favorite film of all time. But just Toy Story just keeps on edging it out because I just love that movie so much. But if there is one movie that I could replace Toy Story with as my favorite film, The Empire Strikes Back easily. Yeah. Nerd. Yes, you dang right I am, okay? And I am proud of that, and I do not care. So, yeah. All right. Number 7. No, wait. Oh, no, I skipped a few. I am sorry. Number 4. Okay, number 4. What's your favorite video that you were featured on someone else's channel? I think I already mentioned that already. I think I already said that, but the Star Wars Holiday Special review with Nate and I, that was great. When Nate and I did our review of the Star Wars Holiday Special, it was the most one of the most glorious things I think I've ever done on my channel. Not on my channel, but we did on his channel. But it was fantastic. I loved every minute of it. That was great. Like, I really did. That was so funny. It really was. It was so fantastic. Like, him and I, we just ranted about how bad the holiday special was. But if I had to go with another one, I would go with Tony and I's review for The Haunting. If you have never seen our review of The Haunting, please check it out. It is something worth checking out. It's fantastic. We did an absolutely great job. We just ranted the hell about how bad that movie was. So yeah, if you've never seen that review, you should definitely check out that review as well. So yeah. All right. So that was my answer to that. Favorite TV show of all time? Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is easily my favorite show of all time. Just wow, Breaking Bad is an amazing TV series. Definitely the best written TV series, the best acted TV series. Just overall, that series is just perfect. It really is. It is a perfect TV series from start to finish, and I'm so engrossed and so invested with it. Oh man, it was 5 seasons of absolute gloriousness. It really was. And I just loved everything about that show, from its characters to its writing to its directing. It was phenomenal. It really was. And if you have somehow, it's been 5 years since the show has ended now. Yeah, it's been about 5 years since the show ended. It's been 10 years since it started. So, if you have not seen the show yet, please check it out. It is definitely worth your time, and you will not regret watching it. Trust me on that. You will not, if you start watching it, you will not regret stop watching it. Please, you will not regret it at all. You will just be so invested in it. So, if you've never seen Breaking Bad yet, please see it. It's absolutely worth your time. Like I said, it is my favorite show of all time. Easily my favorite show of all time. So if you haven't seen it, please see it. It's on Netflix, I believe. You can go ahead and just binge through it. There you go. But if I had to pick a second, maybe Game of Thrones. Arrow would be my second favorite. Arrow is a great, I think that's still the best superhero show ever. Yeah, bite me on that. But it's an amazing show. It really is. And I love it. Season 2, I can make an argument that season 2 of Arrow is better than some comic book movies, to be honest with you. So, yeah. But also Game of Thrones is another great one, too. That's great as well. So, yeah. All right. Question number 6. Favorite album of all time. Favorite album of all time for me easily is Nirvana's In Utero. Nirvana's In Utero is the single greatest piece of music I have ever heard in my entire life. I love Game of Thrones. No, it's not. Nirvana's In Utero is the single-handedly the greatest piece of music I think I've ever listened to in my life. Just from the instrumentation, the raw and just kind of almost in your face instrumentation with it is fantastic. Kurt Cobain's vocal work is really great on it. You know, he sounds fantastic. The lyrical content is amazing. I really love the lyrical content on it. It's incredible with songs like Heart-Shaped Box, Milk It, or Dumb, or Radio Unit Friendly Swifter. That's another great one. And of course, my favorite song of all time, All Apologies. So it's just some amazing piece of music. If you've never listened to Nirvana's In Utero, you need to listen to it. It's a fantastic record. It really is. I really love it a lot. So yeah. Definitely easily my favorite album of all time. But some of my other favorites are like Green Day's American Idiot, which is a fantastic punk rock opera that really serves up a great story with it. So Justin Timberlake's Future Sex Love Sounds, White Stripes Elephant, Jeff Buckley's Grace. There's some really great albums out there that a lot of people should listen to. So yeah, so that's why I would have to say for my favorite album of all time. Favorite action movie. Favorite action movie easily is The Matrix. The Matrix, I really do love The Matrix a lot. It's a really fantastic action movie. I love the action sequences in it. Some really fantastic action sequences. Of course, you got the rooftop sequence in that movie. Of course, when Neo dodges bullets, it's the greatest thing known to mankind. The hallway shootout, the bank shootout is still probably my all-time favorite shootout in any movie. And it's a fantastic movie. It really is. I love The Matrix. And sci-fi element is fantastic too. Like questioning is the world that we live in real, or are we in like some kind of computer simulation? Like, it's really fantastic. Like, it's a really riveting movie. It's quite interesting and really fantastic to watch, and keeps your attention throughout the entirety of the film. It never really it never bores you, honestly. Like, the movie never truly makes you lose interest. You're invested in that movie 100%, and I love it. So yeah, that'd be my pick right there, The Matrix. 8. What are TV shows you've been wanting to watch? Like I said, Legion is probably on top of my list right now. That show I really want to watch. There's only one season, so I can get through that quickly. And apparently, there's only 7 episodes, 6 or 7 episodes, so I can get through that quickly. Honestly, like I really can. Also, I could get through that really quickly, honestly. So I think out of any TV show, honestly, right now, I think probably Legion is the one I want to watch the most. So I should probably get on that at some point. So yeah. All right, number 9. What did you think of this year's Royal Rumble? This year's Royal Rumble, like, I mean, it was fine, I guess. Like, it was all right. But however, the men's Royal Rumble, oof, that was amazing. I loved the men's Royal Rumble. The women's Royal Rumble was really good too. I think that was a pretty solid match. Overall, I wouldn't say I was absolutely head over heels about that one, especially what they did towards poor Asuka. But but the men's Royal Rumble was so much fun to watch. It really was. Like, holy crap, that was so great. And seeing all those returns, like Hurricane, Rey Mysterio. So yeah, this year's Royal Rumble was fine, but the Royal Rumble match, however, yeah. All right, so that's all I got to say about that. What's the most underrated film of the decade that is not a cure for wellness? What would be my most underrated of the decade? If it isn't a cure for wellness, what would it be? Maybe Southpaw. Maybe that, or like 999. Maybe I have one of those two. The RoboCop remake's pretty underrated. Power Rangers is pretty underrated. There's a lot of underrated movies, but if I had to go with one, maybe I would go with Southpaw. That's probably what I would go with. Do you believe the Power Rangers movie will get a sequel? I unfortunately do. I don't think it's going to get a sequel, unfortunately. I would love for it to get a sequel. I mean, obviously, I love the first movie quite a lot, but I don't think it's going to get a sequel because it didn't really do that well at the box office, for one thing. 2, it didn't it really wasn't met with the best reviews. I won't say it got like terrible reviews, but the reviews were kind of on it. So I don't see it getting a sequel, which sucks because I love the movie a lot. I want to see more of this franchise and seeing what they could do with these characters, especially with the fact that they teased at the fact that they're going to bring in Tommy if there was going to be a sequel. But it looks like that's not going to happen, unfortunately. All right. Question number 12. Do you think the Emoji Movie is a masterpiece? Oh, absolutely. 10 out of 10. Masterpiece. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 movie. Oof. Amazing crap right there. Oof. It's not like the movie rips off Wreck-It Ralph, Toy Story, Inside Out. No, not at all. Masterpiece. 10 out of 10. 5 out of 6. 7 out of 7. A++. Phenomenal movie. Jesus Christ. Raining Blood should make the sequel. Yes, he should. Favorite guilty pleasure movie? Punisher Warzone. If you have never seen Punisher Warzone and you just want to experience some just gruesome action and just, not take it too seriously and just have some good old fun with it, a movie that's just not that good, but, you could just have some good fun with, watch Punisher Warzone. You'll have a blast with it. It really is. It is a blast from, like, start to finish, but it's not, as a movie, it's not good. It really isn't. But as, like, a guilty pleasure movie, it's amazing. It really is. I have blast with it. It's over the top and in the best way. It's exploding heads of the movie. That's basically what Punisher Warzone is, and it's exactly what it's at. It's the perfect guilty pleasure movie. So yeah, exploding heads of the movie. Basically, yeah, it's exploding heads the movie, but it's glorious in every possible way. So yeah, that's what I would go with. I would go with Punisher Warzone. Best music film. Either This Is Spinal Tap or Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny. Either one of those two are the best music films ever made. I Love those movies. Those movies are great. Oh man, I love those movies. Seriously, those movies are great, especially Tenacious D. Tenacious D, I saw at a very young age. I was only what? I think let's see. I was only 7 when that movie came out, and I saw it. Yeah, I saw it when I was 7. It was funny as hell. Really, I love that movie so much. And Dave Grohl, Satan is the greatest thing ever. So yeah, those are my 2 picks. This is Spinal Tap and Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Fantastic movies. All right. Okay. Okay. Have you ever listened to K-pop? I mean, I've heard things about K-pop. Not the greatest things about it, but I've never really listened to the genre, never really given the genre a chance, really. Not that I think it's bad or anything. Like I said, I've never really listened to it. So should I listen to it? I don't even know. All right, next one. Do you think that Crow remake is still going on? Yeah, obviously it's still going on. They said they're in production and everything. So, yeah, it's still going on, unfortunately, which... Next one. Do you think that Deadpool 2 will do well? Oh, absolutely. Deadpool 2 is going to do amazing. I mean, the first one was, which I think it's going to do amazing. I mean, firsthand, the first one did amazing. It did fantastically. I believe, besides The Passion of the Christ, this is like the highest grossing R-rated film of all time. The first one. And the second one is going to do even better. I know for sure the second one is going to do even better than the first. So yeah. Let's see here. And that's it. That is it from Mr. Victor. Victor, thank you once again for the questions. I appreciate it. And I had a fun time answering your questions, buddy. So thank you once again. Those are thank you for having your questions answered. These were some great questions. So yeah. Booyakasha. All right, since he's right here, why not? Let's give him the chance. All right, let's do Mr. Samuel. Samuel, One World Reviews. This boy right here. I love Samuel. Samuel is a great dude. If he really is. He honestly, Samuel is one of the nicest dudes on the face of the planet. He really is. I seriously, this dude, if you have never, go subscribe to this dude. This dude is he's just a joy to have around. He's a really nice dude. I really like him a lot. He's a great guy. He really is. So, yeah, and I am honored to be answering your questions, sir. So, let's do it. Here we go. So, first question we have from Mr. Samuel is, what do you think of the current seasons of Arrow and Flash, if you have seen them? Arrow is really good so far. I am enjoying Arrow very nicely. Arrow is a great show. I really do think so. I think Arrow is a fantastic show right now. I think this season is really great. Flash, however, is really struggling for me. Flash is not doing too well, in my opinion. Not that it's bad. It's not, bad or anything, but, I think Flash could be better. What is going on? It's each season gets worse and worse as it goes along. Season 1 is a masterpiece, in my opinion. Season 1 is a masterpiece of a season. And then season 2 was good. I liked it. And then season 3 wasn't good. Season 3 was not good. Not good. Season 4 so far has exactly been that. No good. I really haven't been enjoying season 4. Honestly, it started off great with episode 1. I will give it that, but everything else just hasn't been that good. All right. 2. Any movies you liked at first and liked less and less after rewatches? There's a couple. Frozen, Suicide Squad, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Those are my three biggest examples I can give. Because Frozen, I loved Frozen when I first watched it. I thought it was an amazing movie, and then it got worse and worse the more I watched it. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the same. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was kind of the same. I just, at each viewing, just got worse and worse the more I watched it. Suicide Squad, same thing. Watched it more and more, got worse and worse. And even the original Thor, honestly, the first Thor movie, got worse and worse for me on each viewing. Like, I loved that movie when I first saw it, but when I rewatched it, I was like, okay, it was good. Then the third time I watched it, I was like, man, this is not good. Like, so, yeah. Those would be my four choices. Those would be the movies I would choose, with movies that, like, got worse and worse the more times I watched it. Any movies you didn't like at first, but liked more and more after rewatching them. So reverse on that question. I would say probably Tangled. Tangled is probably the biggest one I can give an example for this for. Is it's just at first I didn't like it for some reason. At first, I didn't really like it. I was just like, this is not that good of a movie. I really don't see why so many people love it. And then for some reason, when I rewatched it, I was like, this movie's great. Like, what the hell was wrong with me at first when I first watched this movie? You know, so I was just really like, what the hell? I just couldn't believe, like, I didn't like this at first, because I loved it when I watched it the second time. I thought it was an amazing movie the second time I watched it. So, yeah, it was fantastic the second time I watched it. And it's a hell of a lot better than Frozen, if you ask me. And I think Tangled sometimes gets underappreciated. I think it's a really amazing film. And if you haven't seen it, you should probably see it. So, yeah. Number 4, any movies you regret not seeing in theaters? Any of the Dark Knight movies. I never got to see any of those in theaters. I never got to see Batman Begins. I never got to see The Dark Knight. I never got to see The Dark Knight Rises. So those are probably the biggest regrets I ever had, not seeing any movies in theaters. Because, yeah. Ooh. I wish I would have seen those in theaters, because those would have been epic experiences in theaters, if you were to ask me. And, yeah, I regret really not being able to see Batman Begins or The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises in theaters. I really would have loved to have seen those movies in theaters, but I never got the chance to, because I missed that opportunity. Which I still regret to this day. I regret the fact that I did not get a chance to, get to see those movies in theaters. So yeah, those are probably the ones I would choose. Have you seen the Crisis on Earth X crossover? What did you think of it? I thought it was great. Definitely, easily the best crossover we had ever had. Honestly, for any of these TV shows, I really love this crossover that we had. It was a really fantastic crossover from with Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. It was a great crossover. I really was invested in it. It was fantastic. So yeah, I really loved that crossover a lot. Number 6, any TV shows you plan on watching in the future? Like I said, Legion is probably the one I will check out pretty soon. That's really one I want to check out a lot. Mindhunter is another one I plan on watching in the future, which I've heard is fantastic. I've heard Mindhunter is really fantastic. David Fincher is behind that show, so that's already enough for me to get hyped about. So, yeah, those are some shows I plan on watching in the near future. And that is all for Samuel. Samuel, thank you, sir, for the great questions. I appreciate your questions, sir. Thank you once again for the questions. It was great answering your questions, sir. Alrighty, so who we got next? Ooh, we got Billy Robinson, boys. Billy Robinson is next on the list for questions. So, yeah, here we go. So, I've never seen The Flash or Arrow. You should probably see Arrow and The Flash. Supergirl you could see too. They're all really good in their own ways. You should definitely check out those shows. Really should. So yeah, Billy Robinson. my boy, my man, Billy. All right, let's do this. I would say let's take a real quick drink of Gatorade here. Woohoo! Let's get on into it. All right, let's do this. All right, all right, here we go. Let's do this. Questions from Billy Robinson. Firsthand, who's your all-time celebrity crush? It used to be Jennifer Lawrence, but as of late, that has changed to Miss Daisy Ridley because, you know, I grew to an infatuacious celebrity crush for her when I saw The Force Awakens, but for some reason, when I saw The Last Jedi, it grew even more. And it grew even more after I saw The Last Jedi. And yeah, now she's my celebrity crush now. So, sorry, Jennifer Lawrence, but now it's Daisy Ridley. What's your biggest Oscar snub / rob of all time? Toy Story not getting nominated for Best Picture in '96. I don't know why. That should have been nominated for Best Picture. Like, come on. Like, that should have been nominated for Best Picture. I would have loved for Toy Story to get nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. Like, it just, why? Why wasn't that nominated for, Best Picture? Really should. It was better. It was better than all the movies that were on there, to be honest with you. I know Braveheart's an amazing movie. Do not get me wrong, but Toy Story is better. So, yeah. I definitely do think Toy Story should have been nominated for Best Picture. So that'd be my pick. All right, number 3. What do you think of the Rick and Morty fan base nowadays? You know, like, I didn't really get into the show until my good buddy It's Rain Blood, Mark It's Rain Blood. He was talking about the show a lot, and he was, you know, becoming really obsessed with it. He was like, you know, you should watch it, dude. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it at some point. And I did, and I love the show. It's probably one of my favorite animated shows of all time now. It's great. Like, it's a fantastic show. It really is. It's got great humor, great characters, great animation. It's a fantastic show. But the fan base is a little bit crazy. You know, this tends to happen with a lot of fan bases and stuff like that with anything, with movies, TV, music, especially music. Like, holy crap! But it happens a lot. This is just how fan bases how they are for the most part nowadays. Now, I'm not saying there isn't good people in fan bases, because there absolutely are, but a lot of them just take a lot of things way too far. And that whole thing with the McDonald's Szechuan sauce was insane and crazy, and even the creator was like, calm down, people, you know what I mean? So yeah, pretty crazy stuff. All right, so what's next? Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish isn't an instrument either. There you go. All right, number 5. What are your best and worst movies of the decade so far? Best movie of the decade, Toy Story 3. Easily for me. I would easily say Toy Story 3 is the absolute best movie of the decade. I love that movie a lot. The animation is fantastic. The voice acting is great. The movie is emotional as hell, especially towards the ending of the movie, which is one of the few times I ever cried while watching the movie. It's a fantastic film. If you've never seen Toy Story 3, you need to get off your butt and see it, because it's an amazing movie. I really love Toy Story 3 a lot, and it's easily my best film of the decade. Now, my worst movie of the decade is The Human Centipede 3 Final Sequence, which Tony forced me to watch with him. And, you know, we watched it together, and we were both horrified at what we saw, because it was disgusting in every sense of the word. And with god-awful characters and god-awful script, everything was just god-awful with that movie. And I just flinch every time I have to talk about that movie, because it's such a god-awful film. It's easily the worst film that has been released this decade. Yeah, the movie is awful in every sense of the word. So, yeah, That'd be my pick, The Human Centipede 3 final sequence. Question number 6. What is your favorite Pennywise dancing video? Probably the one that goes, what's the song that goes, Corn on the Cob, like that one? Like when he's dancing to that one is probably my favorite. That one, always, just, that one is just the funniest. It's amazing. I laugh every single time I see that video. It's phenomenal. It really is. It really is. That was the first review I saw from you. Yes, like with a lot of people, it's the first review they've ever seen of me. So, yeah, and yeah, that'd probably be my favorite Pennywise dancing video. What do you think of the Mad Geniuses over at Sony Entertainment? They're great. They are great genius people. They are genius people, honestly. Seriously, I love them. They are genius human beings. Seriously, they really are. So, yeah, I probably will go. Yeah, they're geniuses. Which would you rather watch? Which would you rather watch again? Dirty Grandpa or Mother? You know what? Which movie made me mad more? I think I'd say I'd rather watch Mother again. I think, honestly, if I had to go with slightly, I will say Mother. I'll go with that. So yeah, I'll say Mother slightly. And number 9, what movie opinions would change from when you first reviewed them? I kind of already answered this question already. But Frozen, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and Suicide Squad will probably be the ones I would choose. And I am not proud of my Suicide Squad review. I really am not, because now I have a review would be a review that, that has a false opinion on it, because I don't like the movie anymore. So, oh my God. So yeah, and number 10, have you ever considered making short films? Yeah, I've considered it. I have, but I don't know if I have like really the talent to do it. But of course, you never know until you try. But I have considered making a short film and doing short films like that. So yeah, I definitely have considered it in my lifetime. So yeah. All right, those were Billy Robinson's questions. Thank you, Billy Robinson, for the questions. I appreciate, good sir, and I had a nice time answering your questions. So let's take another drink right here. Let's take another drink because we got another batch of questions to go through. All right. All right, let's go. Let's see here. Who's next? Oh my. We know who's next. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, the next person we're going to be answering questions from is going to be from Mr. Auburn Wanderer, aka Caden LaPlante. If there's anybody that's as meme-worthy as Jackson Fulcher, it is this person right here. This man is a true legend. He is an icon. He is an icon living. He is amazing. He is a fantastic human being. He is the greatest ginger to ever walk the face of the earth. He's a special human being. He really is. He's a special little human being. And we're going to answer his questions because he has some, as he likes to describe them, he has some pretty woke questions for us. So this is going to be quite incredible. So let's go ahead and let's answer his questions, folks, shall we? Let's answer this boy's questions. First, why are you such a hoe? Well, why am I such a hoe? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know exactly what describes me as a hoe. I really don't, Like, I mean, you call me that. My brother calls me that all the time. I don't know what it is, man. I really don't. But just everyone calls me a hoe for some reason. I don't get it. Number 2. Give me a minute. Okay. How do I learn the ancient art that you, sir, have mastered, which is the art of being quote unquote emo? Well, sir, okay. So here we go. Let's time for lesson time with Film Fan 0599. It's time for this. Lesson time with Film Fan 0599. How to become emo. Firsthand, you must grow out your hair. Grow out your hair really, really long to like this piece, like it's like right here. It's like down to your eye almost. You know, it's like puffy, and you can like shake it and all that, and you gotta like breeze your hair over like every 5 seconds. You know, you gotta do that, which I did, and I had it for a while. You must listen to your all mega music lords, or Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, Jimmy Eat World. What are the other emo bands? You know, brand new, like they're your ultimate gods among music. Okay, you must listen to them all the time. You know, what else? You must wear super black eyeliner, paint your nails, all that good jizz. That's all you gotta do. Not jizz, god dang it. Jazz. You know, that's what you gotta do. You gotta, you know, whenever a girl rejects you, you blast I Don't Love You by My Chemical Romance. Makes everything better. You cry yourself to sleep. It's great. There you go. That's how you achieve the artistry of becoming emo. There you go. I just gave you all a life lesson there for how to become emo. Oh, yeah. And so, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that life lesson. Number 3, on a scale from 1 to 10, how annoying is it when I randomly call you and scream in your ear to respond to a cup pong game? We're gonna go with an 11 out of 10 on that one because it's pretty annoying. So 11 out of 10 on that one. Question 4: do you believe, like my boy Kyrie, that the Earth is flat? Yes, Kyrie Irving is the most woke human being of all time. Easily the most woke human being of all time. Okay, this man is so woke. He's too woke for this world. Listen, you do not understand his wokeness. Okay, this man is woke, and you know, he believes that the Earth is flat, and you know, maybe he's right. Maybe the Earth is flat. Who knows? Because Kyrie Irving is the most woke human being of all time, folks. He is woke. He is woke, like a son of a gun. Not like he's completely stupid and the world is round, but still, he's woke. He's woke. All right, next up. And since we know Kyrie is the most woke out of all of them, and you're the second, yes, I'm the second most woke human being of all time, and you're you're third, Caden. Is Christmas not an actual holiday? Well, remember what our boy Kyrie said. Yeah, he said, yeah, Christmas is not a real holiday. And we should believe him. I mean, he's Kyrie Irving. He's the most woke human being of all time. Who knows? Christmas may not even be a real holiday. Who freaking knows? Like, maybe it's not a real holiday. Like, he's the most woke human being of all time, so we should believe him, right? Because he's the most woke human being of all goddamn time, right? He's the most woke human being. Woke, folks. Woke. Not like it is a real holiday. It's just being plain old dumb, but he's woke, people. He's woke. All right. I'll scale to 1 to 10. How creepy is it when I randomly FaceTime you and I have weird faces that with that added close-up? Well, you know, I would say 9.5 out of 10. Not necessarily a 10 out of 10, but a 9.5, because I can screenshot it all and post it because that's what I do. Okay, where do I fit on the woke meter? You're 6. You're number 6. There we go. And number 7, why are you so stupid? Love your friend, Mr. Ginger. Why am I stupid? That is a great question. Why am I stupid? Why am I stupid, huh? I mean, you know, listen, I'm pretty dumb. I make some dumb mistakes. I do some dumb things. I say some dumb things all the time. I'm pretty stupid. I'm maybe the most stupid human being of all time. Who knows? But yeah, I'm pretty dumb. Not clearly right in the noggin. I'll say that. That's for sure. All right, so that was questions from our boy, the Auburn Wonder himself, Caden LaPlante. Thank you, sir, for the questions. I appreciate it. So, yeah, thank you for the quote-unquote woke questions. I appreciate your woke questions. They were some woke questions as well. I don't know why I like saying that word so much. Woke. Oh, woke. Except for woke Twitter, because woke Twitter is a dumpster fire. Gotta love Gatorade. All right. What's next? All right, next on our questions list. I think we're already on the last questions already. Man, we got through these quickly, and I guess so. I guess yeah, we're on the last. Well, on the last questions, holy moly! All right, so as usual with these Q&As, the last questions I always save are my good buddies, his Rain Bloods questions. I always save his questions last because he always has the best questions. He really truly does, and I always save him for last. I did it for the 100th, 200th, 300th, 400th. Now we gotta do it for the 500th. We gotta answer his questions last. We just got to it. We just got to do it. So here we go. Let's do this. All right. So first question he has to ask me is, do you think it's stupid that they cast The Rock as Black Lightning, but they're not even gonna having him in the Shazam movie? It irritates me so much. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I mean, why would you cast him as Black Lightning? Black Adam, if not even gonna have him in the Shazam movie, like he's Shazam's biggest enemy, and you're not even gonna have him in it. That's kind of stupid. But apparently they're gonna save him for like Man of Steel 2, apparently, or some crap like that. I have no idea. But hopefully whatever they do with The Rock as Black Adam, it's really good, because even though I'm not a fan of the Shazam character, I really don't care for him. I love The Rock. It's cool to see him in a superhero franchise. So hopefully whatever they do with Black Lightning, it's cool and whatever. So yeah, it kind of irritates me that they're not gonna have him in the Shazam movie, because he would have been like the best part of it. So yeah. Number 2, are you straight edge? I won't judge if you're not. I mean, I've tasted alcohol before. Not really my thing. But I don't really want to smoke or really do drugs even, really. So I guess I would say so. Yeah, honestly. Because I really don't see myself really doing many of those things. So yeah, I guess I would say so. How do you feel about all the hate that The Last Jedi is getting? All the hate that The Last Jedi gets is, like, of course it's people's opinions and stuff like that, but some people are just taking it way too far, man. Like having it try to be removed from canon, giving all the actors hate and stuff like that. The director, like, it's crazy how much just pure hatred that this movie is getting, just because it's a bit different from other Star Wars movies and it takes risks. Like, I love how these people are like, oh, Force Awakens was too much like A New Hope and stuff like that. Now they're complaining that Last Jedi is too different. Like, are you people ever happy with anything? I swear of it, you're not happy with anything. You really, truly are not happy with anything that you get. You always have to complain about something. I guess it's always true. You can't just please everybody, I guess. So, yeah. That's really all I got to say about that. Yeah, I really don't think it deserves all the hate it's getting, because it's like the third best Star Wars film. So yeah. What is one video game sequel that you have always wanted but still hasn't happened yet? For me, it's Bullet 2. I've waited 10 years now. 10 years! Left 4 Dead 3. Valve is infamous for not making third installments to their video games. And I have wanted to see Left 4 Dead 3 for so long. Left 4 Dead 1 is great. Left 4 Dead 2, however, is even better. Left 4 Dead 2 is a phenomenal game. I've completed that game on many occasions. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It was my favorite game of all time at one point. It really was. And, and it's a game that really means a lot to me. And the fact that we haven't had Left 4 Dead 3 yet, come on now. Like, I really want there to be a Left 4 Dead 3 at some point in time. I really want there to be, because Left 4 Dead 2, like the Left 4 Dead games, especially 2, Left 4 Dead 2, yeah, like seriously, there's some amazing video games. So yeah, I would definitely love to see a Left 4 Dead 3 at some point. That's a video game sequel that I really have been waiting for. Number 4. Oh, it's the car outside. Number 4. Number 5, actually. Favorite football team and favorite football player of all time. Mine is the New England Patriots and Tom Brady. I'm not that much into football, so I don't really know, I guess. I guess the Giants would be my favorite football team. And I guess Brady would be my favorite football player. I mean, I really like what he does. So, yeah, I guess I'll go with that. I hope the Patriots win Sunday. Hope they win. I hope they do win. So let's see. Okay. Question number 5. Oh, no, question number 6. What are some predictions you will have for my upcoming Batman movie? If you don't know, this boy right here, this boy is making his own Batman movie, and stuff like that. And it should be good. It won't let me pull up the last question for some reason, so give me a second. But I don't know really, because I don't like to predict things, because I'm afraid that I might, I don't really like to predict things ahead of time. I like to be surprised going into things, if you know what I mean. Like, I hope, yeah, I think I really don't have any predictions of what's going to happen necessarily, but, whatever you got planned, Store, I cannot wait for, honestly. So, yeah, that should be, cool. So, yeah. Question 8, are you planning on watching this year's Royal Rumble and WrestleMania shows? If you haven't by the time you get to doing this Q&A. I did watch the Royal Rumble. I already gave my thoughts about that, and yeah, I will watch WrestleMania. It's always, even though I'm not really into WWE all that much anymore, I still watch like some of the big pay-per-views because I still like to see what's going on. So yeah, and I've watched every WrestleMania, so it'd be kind of stupid if I didn't watch it this year. So yeah, I'll definitely watch WrestleMania this year. What are some of your favorite? Oh, I skipped the question. Ooh, my bad. What are some things you're thinking of getting into? I'm thinking of getting to indie music myself. For me, it's training, exercising, getting into shape. That's the thing I really want to get into this year, is getting into shape, working out, and all that. Not that I'm like in bad shape or anything. I just want, make sure I stay in good shape. You know what I mean? Like, just make sure I have a little bit more muscle on me and stuff like that. Just that is mostly what it is. Just want to make sure I have a little bit more muscle on me and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely for me this year, it would be to get into some training. All right. What are some of your favorite moments from my video game playthroughs? Probably my favorite moment is when you reacted when that one dude's theme song was in Beyond Two Souls. That was cool. I really like that. And question 10, what was your favorite meme of last year, 2017? Oh, man, there were some great memes from last year. There really was. But if I had to pick one, if I had to, you guys, yes, you know it, man. But if I had to pick one And by the way, I did answer your questions. They're pretty magical, sir. But you know, if I had to pick one meme from last year that was my favorite, yeah, this easily. It is, oh man, it's the stupidest thing. But my God Almighty, was it hilarious? Like, it would be like, look in the mirror, there's something wrong with it. It would just be someone doing the OK sign, or like, it was so clever what people would do with just this. It really was. Like, it was clever what people would just do with just this. It's amazing. Like, it really was. Like, it is so funny. Swallow, Swallow Kylo was pretty funny too. That was literally like the last meme of last year. What else was there? United Airlines was pretty funny. Salt Bay was pretty funny. The Italian one was pretty funny. So yeah, there was a lot of great ones from last year. We've been getting some great ones so far this year too. So yeah. So yeah. All right. What's next on his questions here? Okay, question 11. What are some video games that are so hard for you that they piss you off and you couldn't just play them? I've never really had a video game like that, honestly, where it was just like so infuriating that I've stopped playing that. I think I've never really had a video game like that before. Usually all the video games I've played, I've either complete or just never really gotten back into. Not because I don't like them, or maybe because sometimes it's that I don't like them, or just sometimes I forget to pick them up and play them again. So yeah, I never really had a video game that was like that, where it just made me mad so much that I just stopped playing it. So yeah. Okay, question 12. Why is there so many bandwagon Christopher Nolan haters? Because the people just don't want to accept God himself. Okay, they just don't want to accept God himself. Okay, listen, just people just want to just hate on him for some reason. Like I don't know it. Like, some people are like, oh, he's overrated. No, he's not. No. This man has made some excellent cinema. Okay? Stop it. Oh, I don't care. People have their own opinions. If you don't like him, that's fine. Question 13. You saw faith in the DCU after Justice League being so disappointed. Nah. I mean, like, I know, listen, Wonder Woman was really good, but it was nothing mind-blowing to me. And Justice League was pretty bad. So, I mean, DC only has one movie coming out this year, and that's Aquaman. And I don't even think that's maybe gonna... Hopefully that's good. I mean, it's being directed by James Wan. Fantastic director, if you ask me. And he's great at what he does. So hopefully he can do something well with Aquaman, but I really don't have that much faith in the DCEU, especially after how disappointing Justice League was. So yeah. All right, what's next? What is a sequel to an older movie that you would love to see, like Blade Runner 2049? Okay, so like a movie that came out years ago, but should be made into a sequel. I don't know really. Like, I think it would be fun to I'm trying to think, like, what would really work as like a sequel set many years later after the original. I don't know. Like, that's very tough to think about. I think it'd be cool, even though I know if you haven't seen Matrix Revolutions, it was kind of a sloppy ending to the Matrix series, so maybe they could redux that and maybe make another Matrix movie with like Keanu Reeves. The Room. Yes, The Room. We need a sequel to The Room. We need to find out, did Johnny go to hell or did he go to heaven? We need to find out with that. But I think maybe The Matrix, I guess, like, I think they could restart on that. I wish I could mute Caden right now. Could you please, Jackson? Could you please? Yeah. But Yeah, maybe the Matrix is what I would go with. Like, pretend Neo's not dead, like we resurrect him some way and we just throw it with there. Okay. Isn't it amazing that we're only in January of 2018 and we've already had so many new memes? Oh, the internet. The internet is great. I love the internet. Don't you? Well, for the most part, I love the internet. But yes, we have had many great memes in the past month or so. Like for example, like you know, do you know the way? Do you know the way? Like, do you know the way? Like that one's pretty funny. Everyone just making fun of Logan Paul because he's a dummy. But yeah, we've had some great memes already, and let's see what February has to offer us in terms of memes. What did you think of Mark being completely unmasked in the series finale of It's Raining Blood and Friends? That was pretty cool. It was finally like he was like, it's time to bury who I used to be and move on. You know what I mean? That's what I was kind of looking at as. What songs would you love to see be a part of the soundtrack of Batman Reborn? One that I was thinking of, like Fell on Black Days by Soundgarden was one that I would like to hear. Mostly a lot of Chris Cornell or Soundgarden songs could work for a Batman movie, if you ask me personally. So yeah. Do you think John Morrison will ever return to WWE, and do you think Kenny Ortega will ever come to WWE? I would like to see both things happen. John Morrison was a great competitor that I really think WWE underutilized and didn't really use all that much. But I think it would be great to have him come back. And Kenny Ortega is a great wrestler, and it'd be cool to see him in the WWE and all that. So yeah, I think it'd be very cool if both things happen, especially John Morrison returning, because I love John Morrison. John Morrison is one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, and a wrestler that the WWE just didn't use properly, if you ask me. So yeah, that's what I think. Both things would be very cool. All right. So okay, we've got 2 more questions for us. How do you feel about The Undertaker still wrestling despite the ending of last year's WrestleMania? I really don't think it makes any sense, really. Like, why would you have him wrestle at WrestleMania, at like this year's WrestleMania, especially of the way how he went out in last year's matchup? It just doesn't make any sense to me, and it's just kind of dumb. I'm just like, okay, so you had this guy kind of retire for no reason, and now it's just, this is kind of stupid to me. I don't really think it works all that well. Okay, and last question he asked for me is, do you think superhero movies will still be a huge hit like they are right now in 5 to 10 years from now? I think they will, and I hope they will. I hope they will too, I really hope so, because like I said, I think the superhero genre is great. It's really fantastic. It's probably the best genre going today. Yeah, fight me on that. And they always make some quality movies. Honestly, like almost every movie that comes out of that genre is either really good or really great. So hopefully they are still hits in years to come. I just hope they don't die out. I don't want them to, because like I said, they have some great stuff in their genre. So I really hope that genre does not die out anytime soon. And hopefully we get some more movies out of them. So yeah. All right, that's all the questions. Dear God Almighty, we went through those fast. Whew! All right, so, well, you know what? I don't want to end it right now. So, you know what? Screw it. If you got some questions, leave them right now into the. I'll take some questions right here, right now in the live chat. I'll take a few live chat questions. So, if you got some questions for here in the live chat, go ahead right now. All right. So, how's your day going, everybody? Well, maybe while we wait some questions here in the live chat, let's talk about your day today. How you doing? How's life? Life treating you well? You're doing good. You're eating your vegetables, staying in school. You're doing all that good jazz. You know what I mean? Like, what is the meaning of life? Well, Mr. Auburn wondering, the meaning of life is, well, The meaning of life is this. You do a lot of cocaine. That's one thing. And two, you eat a lot of food, donuts to be specific, and you just crap on the toilet for hours. That's the meaning of life. Let's see. Will you ever grow a full beard? I wish. The only thing I could grow is scrubbles. That's it. Like scrubbles around my face. I can't grow a full beard for some reason. My face won't let me. I don't know why. Okay. Why do you look like Zach Braff? I really don't think I look like him, but a lot of people say I look like Freddie Prinze Jr. without my glasses. I kind of see the resemblance. So yeah. Sir, will Winchester be good? What's that movie again? What might be your worst movie by the end of the year? I have no idea. Usually, sometimes I can't predict it, and sometimes I can, but I don't know really what will be my best, my worst movie of next year. I should put you in timeout for that question, Burn, because Green Day is not bad. They are amazing. They are a fantastic band. They are great. So you shut your mouth. Yeah, you forgot Winchester. Winchester. I don't know what Winchester is. What's that again? Is that a movie, or is that a TV show? I don't remember. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, and it's the Downward Spiral a masterpiece to me. The world may never know. There was a long story to that, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? To end this Q&A, Caden, do you want me to tell the whole world this story right here, right now? Okay, to end this Q&A, do you want me to tell that story right here, right now? All right. Okay. I'll answer this question. Even though you are a Nirvana fan, I'm gonna ask you: do you think it Smells Like Teen Spirit is overrated? We play it at our school all the time. I got sick of it. I don't think it's an overrated song. I think the song is amazing. It's literally very high on my Nirvana list. It's great. It really is. So I really don't think it's an overrated song. I think it's a song that's made its place in history and deserves to have its place in history. Yes, okay. Yes. He wants me to tell it. All right, here we go. Okay, so to end off this Q&A, we're going to have story time. So here we go. So here's what happened. So we made a plan. This happened a year ago. Okay. Well, I think it will be a year in April if I'm not mistaken. But Caden and I were gonna plan a marathon to listen to 4 albums. I think it was 6. No, 6 albums in one night. We were planning on listening to 6 albums in a row. I was gonna pick 3 and he was gonna pick 3. But then I believe the night before we did it, he messaged me saying, "Hey, can we turn it down to 4 albums? You pick 2 and I pick 2." All right. I was like, okay, all right, fine. Okay, so next thing we did was it was the night we were going to do it. I believe he did some things around the house and whatever, and he was very exhausted, very tired, and everything. And he had to go to Washington D.C. I remember this, and so we get on Skype. We're about to plan the event and everything, and we're about to do the event, and Caden is tired as hell. When I tell you tired, this boy was tired. He was tired. And he was a very tired little ginger that night. And so we're about to listen to the albums. And I was like, okay, so are we doing Elephant first or what's happening? He said, okay, let me see how complex Elephant is. And he was getting really mad with me because I was wondering, like, do you just want to go to bed? Like, you seem like you're really tired. And he got, like, furious with me. It was crazy. He was like, I don't want to listen to two things that are so complex in one night. And I'm just like, oh my God. And, like, he was really infuriating me. He was really, holy crap, I gotta take a drink. Hold on, my throat. So here's what we did. So I was like, all right, fine. We won't listen to Elephant. Let's listen to Downward Spiral by Nine Inch Nails. So that's what we did. We listened to it. And he's like sitting there listening to the album. And like the first 7 tracks, he's like, this is one of the worst things I have ever listened to in my entire life. What is this? This is awful. Like, how could you listen to this? Like, he just was going off. And then we listened to the last 7 tracks of the album. And we listened to Hurt. And while we were listening to it, you know the part in the song with like the loud electric guitar comes into the song? It scared the crap out of him. Like I literally saw him through like the little window on Skype. It scared the crap out of him. He really did. It scared the crap out of him. It was so funny. Like I wanted to start laughing. And after the song was over, he was like, the album's a masterpiece. That last song, it just took it in so much. Like, oh my Lord, like that song was, oh, the album is a masterpiece. Oh my God, that album is amazing. It is a masterpiece. Oh my, like he was just going on of how much it was a masterpiece. And how great it was, and how phenomenal the album was. It was great. You damn right it's a masterpiece. But he was just like, it was great. He sounded like your drunk uncle on a Friday afternoon. That's what he sounded like. And it was glorious in every way. And then we listened to Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division. I absolutely love that album. So yeah, that was our night. What an interesting turn of events. Oh, for sure. Easily, what an interesting turn of events. It was quite the magical night, if you ask me. And one of the most interesting nights of my entire life. Yeah, a very, very interesting night that was. So yeah, that was that night. It was quite great. So yeah, that's the Q&A. All right, that's a wrap. That's a wrap on things. That's my 500 subscriber live Q&A. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I had a great time answering your questions, telling that story. It was fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this Q&A. And yeah, thank you once again for 500 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I had you know, I've been doing this for years now. And you know, I've really worked hard at where, you know, I wanted to go with this, and I really thought, you know, I really didn't think that much of it. I really didn't think anything was going to come out of what I did on YouTube. I really didn't think so. I really didn't think there was going to be anything that was going to come out of this. And then, you know, I started getting a little bit of a following and stuff like that. And, you know, and it was because of you guys, really. It's because of you guys who constantly support me and watch my channel and stuff like that. You know, you guys keep me going and make me, you know, want to keep on making more videos and stuff like that, and make me you know, really just keep on wanting to make my videos. I love doing my videos and stuff like that. I really love making reviews, and making videos makes me really happy. It makes me really you know, really just does some things for me. So yeah, I really enjoy making videos for you guys, and I have a blast. So yeah, thank you all for watching this Q&A. I appreciate you guys watching this Q&A. It was a great time answering all of your questions, and you know, just having some fun. And once again, thank you all for watching this and supporting me throughout the years I've been on this channel. And there's actually a reason why I did the Q&A on this day. It's because today is the 1-year anniversary that I changed my name. So it's been 1 full year since I have been Film Fan 0599. And that's why I did Q&A on this day, because it's a very special day, because I've been Film Fan 0599 for now 1 full official year. So yeah. So thank you all once again for watching this Q&A. I had a blast answering the questions. And yeah, thank you for supporting me throughout these years and getting me to 500 subscribers. And hopefully we get some more in the future. So yeah, I'm Film Fan 0599, and we'll see you all later. Peace.